Legend of Total War here with turn 13 of the Grand Campaign Retrofit Hotseat as Poland. Okay, I just need to send that right back to him because he doesn't actually want me to accept that at this time for reasons that if he wants to explain he can go on to about it, but I'm not going to go about it. I would say at this point like 90% of the Hotseat is actually talking to people behind the scenes, which I really just can't discuss here because there is just so much fucking untrustworthiness amongst so many of the players. So I just can't trust people. So I just gotta watch what I say. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do, get the spy over here. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to declare war on the Holy Roman Empire. So it's good to get some experience.
Yes.
But
until morning.
yeah, I think I need to be careful for the time being because I could walk into a trap.
At once.
Still, good idea to bring my diplomat over. Now this guy's almost finally made it to
Without question, my lord.
to the Papal States, so I can maintain good relations with the Pope. But the thing is, that requires money, which, you know, I've got money. I don't have, I'm not rolling around in it.
Move out. Your will shall be obeyed.
Alright, so what I'm going to do here, send them ahead to besiege the settlement.
You should fear us coming, my
Next turn they'll be able to show up, even if the crusade ends, which, I don't really get it, but they haven't, no one's made any effort to take Constantinople. Like, I'd go down there and take it, but here's the thing, I have a policy of not trusting anyone, even my allies. I do not send my forces into foreign territory because the thing is, and it's kind of irritating, and it's purely just because I'm me, and maybe just because I'm paranoid, but my train of thought is that nobody's going to give a fuck if anyone betrays me. I haven't done anything dishonorable in this campaign, or particularly dishonorable in any other campaigns. I treat Hotseats very differently to the way I treat single player campaigns, but I don't think people differentiate from that. So I need to give people no reason to betray me. Even I don't fully trust Hungary anymore. Like I did before, but now I don't. Because our goals are no longer aligned. Before, where we had the massive threat of the Turks, we had a reason to be allies, but the Turks are gone. Even if the Turks don't die, I don't have any concern of the Turks. I mean, he's got some forces here. What are they going to do with that? I beat those forces back, and they've got nothing left now. Hungary has taken cover, which is, it's a little bit irritating. I don't think he realized it, but he did ask me to go and take this, and so I made, you know, I'm sending this force prematurely, really, to go and to do it, and he's gone and done it. So
Yes.
I could have sent him somewhere else, or left him in Kiev. So that was a little bit irritating, but it's not a big deal.
Moving, sire. Moving? Yes. Moving into position.
It might actually be an idea to keep an eye on Hungary. Like, not for offensive purposes, like, it's not going to do anything if I just have spies in the area here, but only an idiot would, like, turn their back to an ally that's on their border and just give them a reason to attack me.
Yes.
So I want to send these guys around here.
No further.
Whose time is up.
Yeah, just come over here. I pushed him out of the way. It's alright. I'll need another assassin. Probably don't need another... do I need another spy? Because I've got to watch out with my expenditure.
An honor to serve, my lord.
I don't want to spend too much. Okay, now, as for these town militia here,
Orders, my king.
let's send them back to Breslau. Now, if I was to build this, they would get free upkeep. It's a cheap building, and anyway, we need to lower corruption, so that works. Now, I've been thinking in regard to building a fort here, because I think what I really need to be doing is presenting myself as a defended nation. Like, my borders at the moment are really wide, but there are quite a few choke points in the western parts of my empire. And if I just make it seem like, obviously, you as another player, if the player is smart, they'll judge, given the situation, they'll have a look at who borders them and go, who's the weakest, and that's who they'll attack. So if they look at me and go, okay, Legend's borders are forted up, he's got tons of spies, if I go up against him, I'll likely lose. That's what I want. I didn't want to be like the big threat at this stage because it's still fairly early in the campaign. There's still, I think, 12 players left. And I don't care how good you think I am, I cannot take on 12 players. So I need to not be on everyone's target. Now, I think a lot of people are targeting France, but at the same time, a lot of people are allying with France. And I want to be... I don't want to be the focal point of a coalition. So, at this stage. Now, I believe that Milan is at war with France. Not too sure exactly what's going on over there. Another thing is that, these are Catholic factions that we're dealing with. Someone's going to get excommunicated at some point, which is why I really want this crusade here to end. Because we only get a few more turns of use out of it, and whilst I am still making some use out of it, I guess. If someone gets excommunicated, that's a good time to attack them. But the thing is, if the crusade ends today, we still have to wait 10 turns before another crusade shows up. And 10 turns is a long... I mean, we're 13 turns into this campaign's been going for more than a year. I mean, it's been going a lot faster lately ever since, some people have been eliminated. Some people are getting punished a lot harder now. Cosmic Conqueror is not able to take 2 months to do his turn anymore. And I don't think Cosmic Conqueror is going to last that much longer. I just don't know what to do with these guys. Okay, maybe it'd be a good idea to have a Polish noble. Hang on, what's the upkeep on this? 55. Yeah, it'd be good to have someone down at Krakow. Because if he's here, then every turn I can do a little bit of scouting and just make sure that Hungary's not sending anyone out this way. Like I said, I want to trust Hungary, but we should have precautions in place. Like, the thing is, we don't have combined victory conditions. No one does in this. So, at some point, we're going to someone's going to have to be eliminated. And I don't want it to be me.
An honor to serve.
I know everyone else wants it to be me, but whatever. Fuck them. Alright, over here, if I was to build a fort to choke point, to stop anyone from coming to Breslau, this point here would actually work just fine.
My lord. Yes.
Okay, yeah, because he could get there in a single turn.
An honor to serve, my lord. An honor to serve, my lord.
That there would be alright. That would protect me. I mean, there's quite a few points here that I would need to deal with. Let's just see what else I can build, and if I've got 500 left over afterwards, then great.
God's sake.
If not, I wouldn't worry about it. Why did I send him over here? Alright, whatever, it doesn't really matter. These spies need to come down south, obviously we don't need them against Russia anymore. I'll send them down this way first so I can see what's going on, if there's anything of interest down this way, which I doubt.
Position. Yes. Moving quietly.
So there's not going to be any battles on this turn except for this one here, which obviously not particularly interesting.
Victory.
Then I want to get my general, my faction leader, to leave Helsinki. Mate, I would like to grow the settlement, but I think he'd be more used down south because he's still fairly young.
Set sail. As ordered. My lord.
So we'll just get him out of there.
Honor to serve. Moving the men ashore, my lord.
And bring him down south. Now, as for these ships, I need to really be as efficient as possible with my money. I don't need a navy right now. Essentially, the Baltic Sea is protected by the Danes. And to an extent, I trust them I trust them as far as I can throw them, basically. Which is not far. But he's got other things to worry about aside from me. And I've sort of let him know that, you know, he's not going to be able to get away with sneaky shit with me, because I do check. And I checked again this turn. There's nothing out here, so it's okay. Obviously, you guys don't see any of the scouting that I do. Part of me wants to disband some of these units just because it would save me a lot of money. So disbanding these two here, like you can't just. I don't want to disband the cavalry. No, I'll keep the peasants. But if I was to disband this guy here, it would save me 128 per turn, which, you know, you might think is not much, but I just there's no clear enemy at this stage, and so when there's no clear enemy, I don't know. Anyway, I can beat like most armies with like one general's bodyguard and like a couple of horse archers, so I don't need huge armies. I mean, unless they've got lots of horse archers themselves, which will, you know, which is a staple of the Hungarians.
Who is sire?
Also, a lot of players have been, well, not a lot, a few players have been breaking rules lately, and I've had to put penalties down. I won't go into detail who broke what, but I'm sure on their episodes they'll whinge about it.
We shall not relent ever.
I'm like so over this hot seat. I'm not putting. People have been so inconsiderate in regard to just not paying attention to the rules or just whatever.
Yes.
I will make them fear you.
I don't know what to do about these guys. I could send him back to Kiev, I guess.
An order. My lord.
I might actually disband him because I just don't need it now, and send him back to Kiev because he'll have free upkeep there.
Not relent ever. Move out.
That'll save me some money. But him might be a good idea if I was to build watchtowers. I'm just thinking about this one here. Maybe building a watchtower there, because the thing is, Hungary went and took this. I think the Turks built that.
An order.
Should I build the watchtower on this side or this side of stuff? What if he invades through here? But the thing is, I don't even think. What if he's not even coming at me? But I just need to be. I need to prepare for all possible scenarios.
An honor to
All right, look, let's just build stuff in the meantime, and I'll focus on that later. All right, over here, let's build up the farming because I want to grow this to be a minor city. What are my missions? So recruit a priest in Moscow, receive a reward of 500, and the reputation with the Pope will improve slightly. Well, that's good, so that's reason enough. And also, if I was to get more Catholicism in here, that would be good because then I could increase the taxes. So that'd be good for a bit of law. This settlement is going to be worth jack shit for a very long time.
Sire.
Okay, Kiev, settlement that can be worth a lot. We need to focus on growth. Actually, we can increase the taxes here, which I think is very important because I need the cash. Once I've, like, able to build in all of my settlements, then I can start thinking about lowering the taxes. But until then, yeah. Let me see, what does this provide? 100, that's garbage. I mean, I'd probably make more money off this because of the extra growth and law. So if I can get to very high taxes, that could be good. Yep, there's nothing wrong with extra growth, and then probably build that afterwards, because it's a cheap building. Also allow me to build in other settlements. So, you see, my money doesn't stretch that far. Well, the thing is, now that I don't have the ship, I might as well disband that because I can't bring it down south. That's okay. I don't think it was necessarily a bad idea. I've demilitarized a lot, which means on my faction ranking, people are going to see that. Let me just see. If I have a look at my military ranking. So my military ranking's gone down. Which I guess in a way will help, artificially, to an extent. make people less threatened by me. If they're less threatened by me, I think they'll be less likely to attack me. But at the same time, if they see that my military ranking is low, they'll be like, oh, Legend's weak, now's the time to attack him. But here's the thing, dudes. Because I've got a high money base, if I see any motherfucker coming my way, you better believe I'm going to have a lot of horse archers ready to show right on day one of the war. Like, and I'm going to have spies on my... if anyone's coming at me, I'm going to be aware of it.
We shall not relent, ever!
Alright, so over here, I don't want to get too close to here. But I need eyes and ears out this way, so...
We shall spot the
Good, at least we can
enemy
see
before
Yasi
they
from
spot
here.
us.
I mean, we're going to have a spy there as well. So I want to build watchtowers all along here, along my border.
We march.
Just so I can see what's going on. I'm not too worried about here. I'm not sure if I should build roads here, because that'll just make it faster for everyone to like move around. I want them to, if they're gonna come, we want them to have the whole Russian effect of, you know, it's gonna take forever to fucking attack Legend. It's not worth it. In fact, maybe I should change my faction name to Russia. Nah. No, we're Poland. Okay, so I've still got 1700. There's a few places that aren't building stuff. Let's have a look. So, Hellich, Thorn, not building anything. And that's it. Okay, if we can build something in those two settlements, that's really good. So, let's have a look. Hellich. Like, we could build a small chapel there, but that is really not needed. What kind of archers do we get? Lithuanian archers. Do they have long-range missiles? No. Shit. Lithuanian cavalry is the horse archers. But they come from a fortress, which we're a little while off that. Yeah, it'll be a while before we get that. So I could build a communal farming here, which will obviously help have that. If I bring my general, because he's, despite all the executions that I've made, he's still very chivalrous. But to be honest, I might be better off bringing him to Krakow, because there's a larger population here. He could really help boost the population growth.
An honor to serve.
You've got some chivalry as well. Not much. Just thinking whether or not I'm going to build that fort here this turn or not. Well, he's only got infantry. Well, you can still get in there with infantry. The thing is, I know he doesn't have any spies. Well, actually, I don't know that for certain, but I'm fairly sure he doesn't have any spies in the area. And we are still out. That's no. Hang on. With what he's got here, there is no fucking way in hell he would be able to take Breslau. So, let me just see. Increases our income here and increases population growth, I assume. Yep. Which is good, because I've got it on the highest tax. If I didn't have it on the highest tax, you know, there's a big difference in the amount of income that we make from that. So once that's built as well, there'll be less to worry about. I already sent him down there. That's okay. So yeah, I want to, of course, have 3 assassins. Now, assassins have cost 200 each in upkeep, so that'll be 600 in total in upkeep for the assassins. We just need to keep that in mind in regard to costs. I need to be extremely frugal with my finances. So what's more important? Building in Thorn or in Hellich? There's no point building something cheap that I don't need. Like, I just don't need to build the church here because the public order is under control. And whilst, yeah, we could get rid of some of the paganism here, not a huge priority. What is more of a priority is either building up our military base so that I can have more troops. How does this settlement... Oh, okay, I see. So that's still got a while to go with its recruitment pool. Okay, which one has less corruption? That has no corruption. And Hellich has no corruption. Income 678, income 903. Population 1277. That one's got higher population. I think we should focus on this one first. If I can get this to fortress... I think originally I wanted to turn that into a town. But I do need fortresses. So yeah, we'll build that. That gives me 500 left over. So I could still build the fort here. And I might even have enough movement to get back. Yeah, I will. Okay, cool. So I'll build the fort there. That way I've... And I could have saved the money up for next turn, but it's alright. Just put the peasant there. Now, even if he does have spies here, he needs to get through the Polish fort. Oh, shit. What about another spy? Well, I've got a spy... I've got 3 spies here. Hang on. I've got 4 spies. And an assassin.
Whose time is up?
So, yeah. Alright, what else is going on?
An honor to serve.
So I've got barely any money, but my income is increasing. Because obviously demilitarizing to some extent. Next turn I'll be able to sack Bulgar. And then we'll immediately start making our way down to Starkle. Hopefully we can get there first.
Yes.
I don't see any prospect of anyone declaring war on me this next coming turn, so we're safe for the time being. But we're just... A wise man in times of peace prepares for war. That is, you know, it's just common sense. Well, it's not common sense. It's common sense if you're a general. Commander, whatever. I've only got 64 left. There's not much else I can do. Let's just go through the list here.
Yes.
Like, I don't... It's not going to be the most interesting of episodes,
Sire.
but this is one of those episodes where I need to focus more on...
Yes. Sire. Yes.
I just need to make sure that my position is going to be stable. More wars will happen.
God save.
Like, I really should have built a small chapel here, but we don't have any more money, so maybe I'll build that next turn. Because at the moment, there's only one settlement that isn't building anything. So like I said, if I can manage to build something in all of my settlements, because I've actually got one of the largest kingdoms in the campaign. Let's have a look. If I go top 5. So military ranking, I'm not even top 5 anymore, but that's fine. I mean, that just means that they're spending a lot on their military, which is a good thing for them because it means they can. They've got enemies to go after. I don't have any enemies. That's the problem. I'm at ease when I've got one enemy to fight. But now that I've taken out Russia, I'm actually more at unease now than before. Production territorially, I'm ranked number 2. Venice is really catching up quite quickly. France has been number 1. Well, been number 1 for a while. He grew quite steadily. He had a lot of rebel settlements that the Holy Roman Empire was so badly mismanaged by Dracier. Like, he didn't take anything out this way, and France got to take all of it. And now Barry Knight is stuck with a very weakened Holy Roman Empire. But I think to an extent he's done what he can. Look at that. He's put a fort there. That's a good idea, I guess, if you can't fight back. I think his king got killed, so he's no longer excommunicated. So I guess I'm in a reasonable position. I mean, if I could build up my settlements a bit more, have more money, that will obviously be useful for the long run. I would like to turn that into a large town eventually. Just because, you know, I won't need to be recruiting from here. The Mongols may eventually show up, but the Mongols are nowhere near as much of a threat as human players. And the Mongols aren't going to show up for ages. I don't see anything else I can do. I've gone through everything, all of my military.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't move him out without recruiting more units.
An honor to serve, my lord. An order. Your will shall be obeyed.
Yeah, you have to stay there.
Honor to serve, my lord.
We'll just see. So basically, I'm in a state of I just don't know who to trust, and so I need to suss out the players a bit more. This is what I originally intended. I just wanted to go out there, take out Russia because I knew I couldn't trust them. I knew that they'd gone for me right at the start. There was no option for peace available. It just wasn't going to happen. They've been eliminated. Now all I want to do is I want to sort of not necessarily stagnate, just sit back here and just manage an economic game for the time being, and allow someone else to get number 1, because I'll join the coalition that's going to benefit me the most, and then we'll see. I mean, I've got no problem with even joining France to, like, if France wants to take out, I don't know, we will see. I'll see who can offer me the best deal. Alright. But until then, I'm just going to be wary of my neighbours. Let's move on to Venice's turn. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Turn 14 will be next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.